just had a episode of grief that hit me hard. Because I'm having one of my lonesome days with my autism. And I just realized the one that calmed me down the most isn't here anymore. So I'm trying to train Dudley to do that. And I'm just in an awful mood because a lot of times when I get most lonely. That's when my friends are busy, although I understand that. It can't really be helped. But nobody talks about how hard it is when you're disabled and can't get away when you need to because you can't drive and you live in the country. How hard it is when you can't get away unless you have somewhere to walk. I mean, I have places to walk in this area because I live out in the country and my neighbors let me walk on their property. But it's so freaking hot out with high humidity, you can't even. It's too miserable for me to go outside, so it makes it worse. And my depression can be debilitating at times because of PTSD and stuff, and I'm dealing with grief of losing my bird that did die. But I did get a special surprise today from my parents. They ordered me a picture of her on canvas that I got to hang today. And I'm pretty handy with my tools to do that because my father taught me well. And so it doesn't bother me that she's hanging on the wall. It bothers me that I have to cope with days like this without her here. And I wish grief didn't take so long over this, but then again, 23 years is a long time to have a companion like that helps you. And it's just so painful to cry because a lot of times when I've melted down and stuff, it wasn't over stuff that people would find valid, so I'm used to being told off for crying, although everybody understands that this is a reason that I'm doing it. But nobody talks about how really painful it is when you lose an emotional support animal and you're disabled. But I'm training this little guy to fulfill that role. It's going to take time. And right now he's doing a pretty good job. He's sitting on as you can see, he's sitting on my shoulder here, which is comforting. I'm slowly trying to get our room the way it needs to be for us. It's just some days I, due to physical pain or emotional pain, some days I just have to take a day off from doing stuff because sometimes I just can't physically, do stuff. And that's some of the reason it's hard for me to work is because my mental health and my severe arthritis pain is so unpredictable. That's why I do content creation for when I get to where, if I ever get to where I can monetize it one day and hopefully one day earn a living doing it. But my physical and mental health makes it hard for me to keep a job. I'm pretty reliable, but if I get pushed over the edge or I go into a severe arthritis pain episode, it makes it hard to work. And I wish more people could understand that with autism and chronic pain, because I have both. I'm also having a bad arthritis day, so it's like I'm pretty overwhelmed physically and mentally right now. So it's like it's frustrating. I can live with physical pain. I mean, I had my wisdom teeth pulled last year, and that wasn't even that bad pain-wise. The stitches bothered me more than the pain, surprisingly, because I'm so used to always having some kind of pain. That post-op pain wasn't too bad. But sensory-wise, having stitches in every corner of your mouth, which I had a total of 12, was sensory hell. I never could stand anything in my mouth. When I had braces, I didn't keep up with wearing my retainers, and I ended up accidentally throwing them out when I was cleaning to move house from my old house to this one. So I never replaced them because I hated having them in my mouth because of that sensory hell. My mouth's extremely sensitive. So therefore, having 12 stitches in my mouth in every corner was way bothersome. I was so relieved when they finally came out on their own because they were so miserable. I mean, pain and fatigue from that wasn't even that bad. Although meds were able to take care of that as needed. But with the sensory hell with stitches, that wasn't so easily able to make out more comfortable. So, but anyways, I gotta go check my crock pot for dinner. Chat soon.